You're watching Fox 25 Morning News.
All right, Kim, thanks. If you're looking for a fresh start in the kitchen. But if you can't bring yourself to dump those double-stuffed Oreos, registered dietitian Elizabeth Ward is here to show us how to save time, money, and calories in 2011. Welcome.
Thank you.
First of all, I see over here what I happen to have in my junk food drawer, which is a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Oh, this came right off of my kitchen counter today. I said I just wanted to bring everything that was in my kitchen to show everybody that, you know, what's really important to do, first off, is to purge, you know, all those leftovers, the couple of Christmas cookies, the bread, whatever. If you're not going to find a good use to it, you can't put it in the freezer because it's too old. Get rid of it because it will end up on your hips.
Now, here's the thing, though. A lot of people will say, well, those brownies, there's still a few, and maybe I could make something. And you hate, because, I mean, you know, you hate to go shopping and then end up throwing stuff in the trash. But sometimes you have to make a clean break, right?
Well, you also need to organize your kitchen from now on. Make a vow that your kitchen will be organized. An organized kitchen, it energizes you. It keeps you on track, you know, when it comes to healthy eating. It saves time, it saves money, it saves on calories, and it gets you better nutrition. So get in there, clean this out, sacrifice it. As I said, try to put it to good use, but then clean and really get in there and clean out that refrigerator.
And sometimes that's a good excuse to clean once you've wiped everything out, right?
Right, exactly. It makes you feel good. You know, when you open up the refrigerator door and you go,
and there's not a drop of this and a drop of that. You're right. That is a nice feeling.
I'm on my way.
That's right.
All right, well, the second thing you need to do is plan. Decide where everybody in the family will be for the week, and that will dictate what you make for dinner. And then get yourself some good cookbooks or a great website to go to that has great dinner recipes. And these are two of my favorite. Well, this No Wine with Dinner is from two local dietitians, friends of mine. Great 150 kid-friendly recipes. So no whining from the kids.
Nice.
And this you know, meal planner book, excellent for, you know, getting you on track and setting you straight, getting you to make a list. You've got to get out and shop, which brings me to my next point.
You know, that is such a good point, because I find when I have when I go into the grocery store and I'm hungry, I'm pulling everything. But you're right, if you have a list, you tend to stick to it, and you have a better sense of where you're going through the week, right?
Well, you need to stick to it, and you, but it's okay if you find something on special. Please don't feel like you have to stick to that list, but a plan is really good. Now, you need to have some healthy foods on hand. This is like the bare minimum that I would have on hand, especially when it comes to, you know, we need to be thinking about health as well, too. So it's not just like, do I have food in the refrigerator? Is it healthy? So some of the healthiest foods that I have are healthy spreads, like country crock, which is better than butter. And the reason for that is because it's 70% lower in saturated fat. It's got no cholesterol and no trans fats. So better than butter, and it's something that you should definitely invest in. Simply Spark Milk has more protein and calcium. Eggland's Best has more vitamin D, other vitamins as well. So great choice. So you're getting a bigger bang for your caloric buck. And of course, the ubiquitous peanut butter. What would I do without that? And definitely have the whole grains on hand. So the cereal and also the whole grain bread.
By the way, I have to mention this because Liz and I were laughing about this. She went in and she got, you know, because you want to shop inexpensively. This no-name brand, the only thing that they could come up with was square-shaped wheat. If that doesn't sound appetizing, I don't know what does.
Well, it's very descriptive. You know exactly what's in the box.
So true, right? So true. Now, another thing you say is serve yourself smaller portions. I find that it's very difficult. If I've got the food in front of me, I'm going to clean my plate. That's something, you know, that parents tend to, you know, get into their kids' head. Clean your plate, clean your plate. So you're saying maybe start with a smaller plate.
Right. Start with a smaller plate. And it's hard to do, and you know that you're tricking yourself, but it's really worth it. So if you take a look at these two bowls that I have here, even this one holds half as much cereal as this one. So this is about a cup portion, but this is 2 cups. And you say, well, what's the big deal? It's a healthy food. No, it's still a couple of hundred extra calories every single day. We just want to do this easily. You don't have to make drastic dietary resolutions that you can't keep. So using smaller plates and also smaller spoons and bowls.
That's interesting. That really works, huh?
It does work, because if you're eating this
with a
bowl
shovel
of cereal with this a shovel like I do, you may feel like, hey, I don't feel like I even really ate anything. But if you're eating slower and more deliberately, it takes longer for you to eat, and you feel more satisfied.
Yeah, that definitely happens to me, because I think I'm so hungry that I'll wolf things down, and I go, what? I didn't even taste it.
Exactly.
You know?
We all do that.
The other thing too is, interestingly, so this is more of a salad plate.
It's a salad plate, right? So, you know, put your dinner on a salad plate. I know it sounds odd, but it will really cut back on your portions, and that will help you to cut back on your calories. And visually, you're looking at it and you're saying, well, that plate is full. I feel good because the plate is
Yeah.
full. We want to fill up that plate, and dinner plates are actually getting bigger.
Yeah. Well, the other thing that I find that I'm guilty of is if you go through the drive-thru every once in a while and you have one of those really big cups, keeping one of those really big cups, but now I'm realizing I got to throw those cups out.
Well, you can drink away so many calories and
Yeah.
not even realize it because your body won't kind of register it as being satisfying. Now, these are 2 wine glasses that, yes, I do own this large wine glass here, and this is just juice.
There's a show that calls this Big Joe.
And this actually, how much more wine do you think this holds than this?
Oh, let's see. I would say maybe half this.
No, 3 times as much.
No, you
Yep.
you could fit 3 of these in
You
here.
can fit 3 of these in here.
What?
And you know, you have to know what you're eating. So you're using the same old bowls, same old cups, everything, and you don't realize how many calories you're getting.
Well, I tell you what, some good advice here and some simple things that we can do. Liz, thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for being here
Happy
this
New Year.
morning. Where are we going? I think, is Jean doing Hot on the Web right now? No, we're going to a break. All right. We're going to be back because there are some things that are hot on the web on myfoxboston.com. We'll tell you what they are in just a moment when we come back.